Willie D Live.
What's up, family? This story has been brewing for several days now, but I'm finally getting a chance to cover it. TMZ, man. What y'all doing over there, Harvey? Man, TMZ is putting out hit piece after hit piece after hit piece on Nolan Wells. It's like they're trying to create a narrative. TMZ is supposed to be reporting more objectively, right? The way that they cover Donald Trump, right? Because at first when they was covering Trump, they were like really leaning toward the left. And then after Trump got on their head, they started self-correcting and then being very apologetic and very accommodating to Trump. And so they're not objective anymore with Trump. If you read the stuff that they do on Trump these days, it's really more swayed towards kissing the ring, so to speak, right? Right now, people all over social media are going in on TMZ. First and foremost, the TMZ has made its living off of liberals. They made their living off of primarily Democrats. Mostly conservatives do not cut for TMZ. That is not their bread and butter. However, in regards to this particular case, conservatives are now starting to like TMZ. They're warming up to TMZ. I wonder why. Yeah, but anyway, fam, check it out, fam. Check out one of the articles that they put out on their website. Actually, they dropped this on Instagram. Nolan Wells was drinking heavily while partying with friends on Mississippi Horn Island before his death, according to a new report. Citing preliminary information in a document from the Mississippi Department of Marine Resources, ABC News says witnesses told investigators the 18-year-old was drinking with his buddies on the island on the 4th of July before going missing. You see how they write that article as if it's factual? That's the problem with mainstream media. TMZ started off more like tabloid, and it's still got some of that in it, but much of what they report these days is being consumed by other media outlets, and because TMZ tend to get that the news a lot faster than anybody else. So here's what some people say. This is just a few comments, family. There's literally tens of thousands, perhaps hundreds of thousands of comments out there where people are going in on TMZ. So check this out. Shame on TMZ. Like if he was the only one drinking. Please. They probably got paid off by ESPN, who is working with Bart, the kid that was allegedly in Wyoming, but was heard on audio. I guess you're supposed to be heading off to the NFL and was supposedly dating the Katie girl that was flirting with Nolan that day. There's so much to this. Y'all don't even know. It's mind-blowing. The autopsy should show if he was heavily intoxicated, I would think. TMZ need to stick to sports. Stop getting involved in something they know nothing about, I guess. TMZ, stop it. I don't give a good damn if Nolan was falling down drunk. He wasn't, though. That doesn't warrant him being left to die or unalived. I hope Nolan's family hit TMZ with a defamation lawsuit. Shame on TMZ for reporting on an unofficial report. You are so right. Thank you, my friend. Thank you so much. I don't listen to TMZ at all. This is in response to a girl who had some comments about TMZ's lopsided reporting. ABC News did the same thing. They're doing everything but arrest the guilty. Bad decision they're trying to cover because he's number 4 in conference, number 12 in the nation at punter with NFL scouts on him. Literally ruined his future. Makes sense why TMZ, owned by Fox, pulled story from ESPN, etc. Your NFL dreams are over. You'll be kicking balls behind bars. God will rise. TMZ, this is despicable. I will not follow or engage with your page or content ever again. Our people need to cut ties with TMZ, period. So you're going to cut ties with TMZ, huh? Well, you better make sure your scissors are sharp, because you're going to have to do a whole lot more cutting after TMZ, because every single major news outlet out there is against Nolan Wells. That's right, I said it. I know you, I studied you. Yeah. This is the way that they were able to taint black people's image around the world. It was the media in cahoots with the U.S. government. They've always worked together. When we watch television, it's all propaganda. That's why they call it programming. It's all propaganda. You have to learn to watch television with discernment. I'm not telling you don't watch television. It can be entertaining. It can be some entertaining. But I am telling you, whether you're watching the news or whether you're watching a sitcom or a cartoon, it's all programmed to make you think the way the producers want you to think. When they put certain types of people in these shows, couples, even commercials, it's all to play tricks on your mind. It's all of it. It's all programming. It's all programming. Just like when COVID hit, we were programmed with COVID. Remember, and I said that this would happen. Those of you who have been following me, who was following me at that time and have been following me, you know what I said about COVID. I said that that's a no-go for me. I'm not doing it. And I gave my reasoning, which primarily was, hey man, they don't come up with cures that fast. This is common sense. And I actually said that in a minute, they're going to be using celebrities and popular people and attractive people to get us to try to take the jab. They're going to use attractive people and popular people, people that look like they're hip, should be in the in crowd. And they're going to make it fun. And then they're going to start giving out free stuff. And did we fall for it hook, line, and sinker? When I say we, I'm talking about y'all. Not y'all that's watching me. Not y'all that didn't take. I'm talking about the rest of y'all. Yeah. And then I correctly predicted that they would start forcing, they would mandate people to take it or else don't come to work. They were very successful at that. It's always propaganda, even when wars start. Before a war starts, on the particular day that the war is actually documented to have started, the war started years ago. They were already setting it up, making the leader look like a bad guy, looking like he a horrible person, he's evil, and he must be taken down to save the rest of us. And then they, right before they go in, they make it a little bit more personal. It's always, well, we have to liberate the people. Because there's always going to be people in any country that's going to be upset with the way that they're being represented, right? So they're going to make it out of something. They'll turn a molehill into a mountain to justify going to war and destroying people and killing babies and everything. It's always propaganda, fam. They're going to always pull the propaganda play. And the media is always going to be in cahoots with the government. They try to pretend that they're an independent entity, but they're all in it together. They don't want to lose their license, so they capitulate. There's 2 or 3 companies that owns about 90% of all media. all media. Yeah. So that means that you're only getting about 2 or 3 opinions. It's just made to look like it's a bunch of different opinions, right? It's just made to look like that because you have a bunch of different people reporting, right? It's a bunch of different people that are reporting and offering commentary and analysis and all this stuff. And you got all these different personalities and all this, and you're fighting over this, and you don't watch this channel, but you watch this channel, but you don't know this channel is owned by this channel. It's all the same ideas. And they will give you enough rope to have a personality that might be a little edgy or whatever, might be a little inconsistent with really what they do. But it's okay because at the end of the day, they want the money more than anything. So they take the money. They'll take all the money, and let you go ahead and do that because they know ultimately they have the control. For example, Stephen A. They'll let Stephen A. sell little stuff, but ultimately they know that they control him. So anytime they want to put him back in his place, they just get your ass back over here. And then he get right back. He get back to acting right. Because ultimately they control what he said. He try to act like he has the control, but he don't. He don't. Maybe on his podcast, but not even on his podcast because his big money comes from ESPN. And he's not trying to jeopardize that by getting out of line on that podcast. So yeah, he might cuss and all that. Cussing ain't no big deal. Everybody cussing now. So some people think because he cussed, that means he's running the show, and ESPN don't do that. He don't do that on ESPN, but he do it on this. That means he's running that. No. ESPN still strokes the big check, and that's the one that he wants more than anything. If Stephen A. Smith had an opinion that was inconsistent with a conviction that his bosses have, and he expressed that opinion on his own YouTube channel, he would capitulate. He would absolutely bow down and kiss the ring. And if they told him to apologize, he absolutely would. Because Stephen A. Smith has already demonstrated to us what he'll do for money. The dude fixed his mouth, as a grown man fixed his mouth to say, every morning I wake up, I think about how I can make my bosses some money. And then I think about how I can get some for myself. A grown man said that. Anyway, fam, yeah, TMZ, yeah. Y'all getting more than the side eye, man. Y'all getting the side eye, the front eye, the back eye, the black eye. Damn. Just when you thought it was safe. No more talk.